Hey guys, welcome to the Obi Thor Alliance. What are we doing today, Jacob?
Well, Luke is reviewing a movie called Meet Q.
So you want to stick around and see what I think of Meet Q. So I watched this movie the other night. I actually saw previews for it quite a while ago and I've been waiting to get a chance to watch it and, actually find out where I could see it. It's on Amazon Prime, so it's a Prime original. It stars Kaylee Cuoco, who is famous from being on The Big Bang Theory, playing Penny. And we've got Pete Davidson, who's famous for dating every attractive woman in the world. So if you read the news, you know what I mean by that. So Pete Davidson, interesting guy. So this movie is like nothing else, really. It's a sci-fi romantic comedy drama. It's really hard to summarize what you would call it, but in essence, Kaylee Cuoco's character, she goes back in time. She keeps repeating the same date, and on this date she meets Pete Davidson's character named Gary, and they keep having the same date. And she eventually tells him that I'm a time traveler, and he kind of laughs about it. And then the night ends, and she's like, "I'll see you again tomorrow." And he's like, "Whatever, this girl's crazy." And she keeps repeating and repeating it, and eventually she becomes so attached that she believes that their relationship is real and they've been dating for an extended period of time. And she gets frustrated that he doesn't feel the same, where he doesn't remember it. She keeps going back in time 24 hours to keep repeating the date. The movie explains, why, and this isn't really a spoiler, that she goes back in time because she believes that this date was absolutely perfect and nothing could ever live up to it again. So there's no point, moving forward with their relationship, and, something bad could happen, where she'd rather just keep reliving this same moment to eventually it kind of sends her insane, trying to keep, the spark going when she just keeps repeating the same date over and over again, where she kind of does want something more, but she fears that if she goes any further, then she won't remain happy. And anything beyond that is kind of a spoiler. But, time travel, comedy, love interest, I thought it was going to be good. I was watching and I was like, it's a bit not as good as I thought. And then in the end, I finished it and I really, really liked it. So in terms of a verdict, I gave this movie 80%, which is a pretty high rating in comparison to some of the other movies we've given 80%. I think it appeals to, anyone that's looking for either a laugh, likes the idea of a bit of sci-fi, or is just a fan of the main characters. I just think there's a lot in it for anyone, and you'll be surprised how much you like it. And if not, you're going to at least walk away with going, well, that was an interesting experience. Like it's not going to be boring. You're either going to love it or take something away from it, I think, at worst.
Who do you think this movie appeals to?
I think it appealed to a wide variety of people. If you're into comedies, give it a go. If you like the main actors, actresses, give it a go. It's just, I think, I honestly think it's worth it if you just ran out of things to watch, or you want to just trial something new. Seriously, see if you like it. It's not too long. It's the time travel thing isn't too complex. It's just, I think it's really unique. I think in terms of a marking or grading, I gave it the highest. I gave it 10 out of 10 for uniqueness, and I stand by that. I think it's a really unique concept and spin on time travel and romance.
And what was good about it?
I think I laughed throughout it. I actually think the acting was really good, especially Kaylee Cuoco. Her character is a bit, somewhat psychotic at times. I don't want to give away too much as to what makes her psychotic, but she's believable. I think the fact that throughout it they repeat these dates over and over, and they keep doing them in different ways, but then Pete's character Gary, he doesn't know that he's been on the date before. Well, in his universe or multiverse, however they want to explain it, he hasn't been there before, but he kind of repeats and does the same thing each time. And I just think that's good acting to be able to do that. And then she she varies what she does in each date and tries to, change the outcome each time. So I just think it's unique. Uniqueness is the best part about this.
And what was bad about it?
There was some things that didn't quite add up with the time travel and their motives and why she would do certain things. but it depends how much you want to look into it. You know, it's not a bona fide sci-fi time travel movie as such where you got to pull each part apart. But if you want to just see it as a romantic comedy and, you know, with some sci-fi, then, you know, it's sufficient. But if you really want to pull it apart, I guess there's some parts about the time travel that don't add up, and especially her motives as to why she repeats the date. There also is a part in there where she mentions why she repeats the date each time, and then that kind of conflicts at another point where she actually does the thing that she said she couldn't do. And so that left me a bit confused, but I don't want to look into it too much. It was unique, it was funny, and I enjoyed it.
Well, that's the main thing. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe check out the movie if you haven't. As always, see you in the next one, and let the force be with you, and bye-bye.